There's so much eyenzakala empilweni zethu, and I think this is something ekumele sikhomende in Orlando Pirates ukuthi they've been trying very hard ukuthi bakhona ukusinceda because sibuya kuma-backgrounds ahlukile. And there's so much okwenzekayo. What I've actually learned to realize ukuthi ubuningi bethu sibuye sibe judgmental emajiteni without trying our best ukuthi sithole ukuthi kwenzakalani.
In every stadium, under every set of floodlights, amidst the roar of the crowd, there lies a world within a world. Behind every ball kicked, there's a story. Behind every cheer, a dream. Behind every player, a life intertwined with a beautiful game. This is where stories are written and legends are born.
My name is John Hotel, originally from Namibia, a family man, married, father of 2. And I have 6 siblings. I'm the last born in the family. Now my mother passed on, 99. I was grade 3 that time. So my father is the one who took us all in. And yeah, he was actually our mother. Yeah, so yeah, it's just my father who's still alive. My father was a bus driver for Rossing uranium mine. Yeah, he did manage to give us a decent life. I dropped out of grade 10. Yeah, when I went out of school, started hustling, selling sweets, chocolates, chips, and but I was hanging out with bad influence friends of mine. We were all doing the same sorry for that, for my language. We used to grab people's phones during nighttime, breaking into cars, up to a point where I went to prison for 4 months. That was 2012. I remember that night we took a phone from a guy. We ran. When we ran, so funny, a lady who stays 2 houses behind us said to me that night, "Alles wat jy doen in die nag sal kom in die lig. Everything you do in the night will come out in the day." You won't believe, the next morning, the cops were at my house. They are looking for Dion. That's the day they took me. When I came to the cell, I saw my other friends there also. I was like, okay. So while I was in prison, I always remember that lady saying, "It doesn't matter what you do in the night, it will come out during the day." That's one thing you must know in life. Yeah, it's true. When I came out of prison, my father said no, he's gonna send me to the capital city, to his brother. I went to Windhoek, stayed there with my uncle. A cousin of mine came to me and he said to me, we are having a kasi tournament. So I went to play. I was fortunate, one of the biggest teams in Namibia, their manager was there. He saw me playing in the tournament. He said no, he wants to sign me. So for me, that's where everything changed. In 2013, I got a national team call-up, and Sismato Matlala from Golden Arrows sent his daughter to come and watch a player. The player's name is Hendrik Somaip. So that player was injured. So the national team coach called me in because the guy was got injured. I got the nod to start. When I started the game, I had a great game. Sisi Noneba said no, asked the national team coach, who's the player wearing number 11? He said, no, it's Dion Otto. That's where everything changed. I came to South Africa to Golden Arrows. That was 2014, June. My career started at Golden Arrows. After Golden Arrows, I played for Celtic. And after Celtic, I came to Wits. And then I end up at Orlando Pirates, where I am enjoying my football. So for me, it was a privilege, to sign a contract with Orlando Pirates, because it's like a dream come true. Yeah, that's my story actually, back home, how everything went.
We are all driven by something deep within us, a fire that fuels our every move. For some, it's a dream of breaking free from the chains of poverty, seeking a better life. For others, it's the unwavering love and support of family, their strength in every challenge.
What it means to me to be a father of two beautiful daughters that I have, it means the world to me, because I have a big responsibility that I need to take care of each and every day. The most important one is that I get to spend each and every time with them. When I come back from work, when they wake up in the morning, I take them to school. Sometimes I fetch them to school if I come back early from work. So I'm building that kind of relationship whereby it's going to also make them feel special as much as they are, and also to grow up in a healthy environment whereby both parents are still together, and it will help them to have a stable family and a stable life as well, because I think the kind of bond I want to create with them and their mother, it's one of the most important ones that will help them to grow and be responsible as they grow up as well and experience life in a different manner. I would say I'm a very hands-on dad, because most of the things that happened, I know about them. Because there was an incident that happened whereby Paris, my second born, got hit by a car outside the yard, and I wasn't around. So while I was still busy, I got a call from their mom saying that, hey, Paris got hit by the car outside the house. So I stopped everything that I was doing, and then I rushed back to the house. And when I got there, Paris was injured. So when we got to the hospital, they attended her. Her left leg was bent and she was bleeding and crying. Now she's recovering well, she's okay, but she still has that thing of being scared of the cars and stuff like that. So the trauma that she has about the cars, it's too much. So each and every time when she leaves the house, or maybe we leave the house, I think that thing comes back to mind whereby she says that this is where the car hit me and stuff like that. So she has that fear of leaving the house and stuff like that. So that is something I don't want to happen to any of them ever again.
What players go through in their personal lives profoundly shapes what unfolds on the field of play and in the change room. For some, it's a source of strength and inspiration, driving them to greater heights. For others, it's a burden, a struggle that shadows every move.
We are leading it. Let's drink water. What's the problem? Come on, we are leading this. Can ring 7.
Tito's outburst, you know, is it, because I know something happened previously, is it something personal or?
Nah, it's not personal. You know, Tito and I have this kind of relationship where I'm still trying to understand the type of person he is. I got caught up in the moment also because I'm someone also who's not much expressive, but I do tend to get to that when it's necessary.
Mangizwa indaba yokuthi uTito ulwe noThapelo Changeroom. Engqondweni ngiyasho ukuthi because bengibukela igame and from an aerial view bekungasi incidents yokuqala, yabo. It's something that has been building up. uTito ufuna ukuhlala sebholweni. So if uThapela akalifeel thi le bhola le uloku uyakwata because unokuthatha boma 10-15 minutes angalitholi ibhola. And ukhumbule before leyo game besilani neSwallows siceda ukudraw and kuleyo game sidlale kahle kakhulu but we were unfortunate not to actually come out victorious. And having came back from being a goal down, sabuya sa equalizer. Masia to the following game silane Golden Arrows unlike iSwallows Golden Arrows iyadlala. So makangalithola ibhola uyacasuka, yabo, uyakwata and akusonke umuntu ozokhona ukum-understand nokutolerate indlela yakhe yokureact.
Come on, Jets, now.
The attacking guys, when things are not going well, they get frustrated, especially if they're not on the ball as much. So he was frustrated that he was not getting the balls, and he was really putting the blame solely on us defenders, saying that we're not carrying the ball high enough for them to be on the ball. And for me, I kind of took it like, but when things are not going well, you can't pinpoint and you can't really point fingers and say this and this and that. So, and I kind of confronted him about it. I'm like, my guy, sometimes you don't have to put everyone down when things are not going well. And I could see he's getting heated up. And I was myself getting heated up. And I think at the time it happened in the change room, which was not the right place, but it happens. We are football players, we have emotions, and sometimes they get out of control.
Tito, the way I'm cutting, he also Tito from Super Sport in Alizwal. Oh, I think early players understand that, or also, you understand. So Tito usually. So yeah, my buga inte engahlelanga kahle mara thina siyazi ukuthi it's because boyithu bafuna ukuwina, yabo, and baba emotionally attached to lento abayenzayo. So that's why imizwa iyohlezi ivuka, and yeah, baningi sicabene egroundini, but it's nothing personal.
Obviously, when it first happened, it was a bit scary, man, because you thought these guys are really going at it, you know. Someone might even throw a punch. But these are the sort of things that happen in a change room, you know, especially if you're a team that always wants to win, you always want to work hard, you know, and prove yourselves out there. So it's normal, you know, in a team that wants to succeed, and these things should happen in a change room.
I firmly believe it was a heat of the moment, and the good thing about it, Tuguti, it wasn't something that was being scripted or anything. Like it was genuine. So reaction had to be that way. Yes, as fan, mhlampe uFortune uzo choose a different approach. You could see, okay, let me reserve myself, get a better time and space. You could see his express. Maybe Zoringana 1v1. But for Utito, it's not the same. Utito ya snapper.
Tula! Tapelo, keep quiet. This thing will finish after the game. Stop it. Stop. We want to up for ourselves. Carry on doing this. We work so hard for this. Look now. Come on.
For me, I think in terms of how you address and captain and leaders in the change room, it's a very fine line. The reason why I say that is because it just depends on who you're addressing and what type of person that person is. For me, I don't see anything wrong, because I'm that type of person that can take that. Umganami can, in the game, can tell me and I'll take it, sorry. But because of the type of person that I am. But I'll never be able to talk in that way. I have, like Upaseka, because I'm close to him, I know that I can say that. But to another teammate, I will always tread carefully because it really is a fine line between being churlish and subordinate, if I would put it that way.
Ngiyazazi ukuthi akusiyo umuntu okwazi ukukhuluma, and sometimes amagama angiwakhiphi ngokuthi ngifuna ukudelela umuntu or ngifuna ukwenzani. Sometimes ukuthi indlela yami yokukhuluma angikwazi ukukhuluma kahle nabantu mangikwatile. So akusinto yokuqala le yenzeka, and I think khona amanye amagame nakhona masingadlali kahle, mangibona ukuthi izinto azambi kahle and namajita phansi ngiyazama ukukhuluma nabo, but indlela yami yokukhuluma mhlambe sometimes ayikho right, man, because sometimes most of the time mangendlini ngiyasola ngezinto engishiyo for ebantwini because siphuma ngendlela wrong.
What I've actually learned to realize mangispenda namajita wonke ukuthi ubuningi bethu sibuye sibe judgmental emajiteni, yabo, without trying our best ukuthi sithole ukuthi kwenzakalani, yabo, ukuze ube ne-enga engaka, yabo, isukela kuphi, yabo, ukuze wena ube calm kangaka, like ukufunde phi lokho, yabo, because ezinye izinto ngeke abantu batrain. So siyajajana ne, and yabona ufana noTito simjaja sibaningi, mama uzolwa nawo wonke umuntu nani, because yena ulwa nawo wonke umuntu, and yena makalwa nawo wonke umuntu, akunamuntu okhulumayo. Sesaqala siyajaja and asazi ukuthi kusukela kuphi.
Growing up in a township, but it's very hard, especially when you come from a place like Tembisa, where it's very dangerous, especially in my area, because like lots of people there are not working, and also they're trying, but in a bad way. So for me, it was very easy to see the wrong and the right from my brother. My brother used to smoke weed. Then later on, he was addicted to nyaupe. So I could see he was struggling. And sometimes when I was with him, he would tell me that the life he chose, I shouldn't choose, because he doesn't know what to do, but I have a choice. I'm still young and I can go far. So he used to encourage me, and he told me that I must be the opposite of him. It was tough looking at my mom, my grandmother suffering, and I couldn't do anything. And I could see my dad and my grandfather were trying, but it was tough for me. When I started soccer at the school level, I didn't even notice whether I was good or not. I was just playing for fun, and I didn't even know one day I'll play for a big team. But I never wanted to play in a professional level because I didn't think it was possible. Coming from a very difficult background at home, because my parents couldn't afford to buy me soccer boots, so it was very difficult for me. I mean, it was in 2015 when I went to Stars of Africa and I made it from trials, and I spoke to Coach Farouk and I told him that I really want to play now because I could see that it's possible for me. And it wasn't an academy, and it was easy for me because I was far away from home and they were taking good care of us at the academy, and I was so happy that I'm there, not at home. So I didn't even want to go home because I had everything and I could even receive boots anytime I want. Coming to Orlando Pirates, it was great for me and I was very happy and excited. And also meeting some of my role models at the club, so I was very happy that one day I'm going to share a stage with them and play with them. Vincent Pule, Fortune Makaringe, Timiko Siloj, of course, and Loki. Yeah, I really like Loki. He's my favorite player here. I really love him so much. I don't know why, but he's my favorite player.
Loki and Masongan relationship, the way we want is sharp because of Bagwana, even if Erfit have mentioned a sharp, like channeling, but because of interacting back then, like I was by leave it because of the belief or in 2 years I didn't go grounding. I had some affect, I go training, even outside. So yeah, relationship is sharp. Like.
Every time in breakfast, I eat in the same table as Tito. So sometimes I would wait for him, sometimes I'll call him to say like, hey, my guy, where are you? I'm still waiting for you here. But we had a chat and I asked him, like, my guy, so what type of a person you are on the pitch? Because when I talk to you now, you are someone who's reserved. And he explained to me, said, when he's on the pitch, it's a different Tito and it's a different Patrick, because it's like he's possessed. He put it like that. It's like he's possessed. His emotions come out. He's more expressive and he's more aggressive. And I was like, okay. Those are some of the natural things with players. Same with Lodge. Lodge is very reserved and quiet, but on the field,
it's not quiet.
you know. So it's personalities like that where you need a bit of time to understand them.
These are the dynamics of a big club, a place where passion fuels every move and the drive to win propels players beyond their limits. Here, triumph is not just a goal but an expectation, and the journey to victory is fraught with challenges. Big clubs attract big personalities, and with them comes the clashes, the competition, and the quest for supremacy. One pivotal moment was that of Lodge, a moment that traces its roots back to seasons past.
Incident zaga Lodge in Hotu, ngathi ukuthi affecte i-team kakhulu. Mina ngizoyibeka the way ngiyibona ngakhona. Khona abanye babangazwani ngeke ngisho amagama nomjida. And so NSC team misingena egroundini abaphasani bayakapana yabona lento le. So lento le ibe yaba indaba enkulu and affect team
because of sometimes babangabulisani ngabona into le.
The coach was playing me in different positions. And for me, I wasn't selecting myself to be in the team. If the coach asked me to play center back, I will ask him, why am I playing center back today, coach? Is there a problem? No, maybe Koki is not feeling well today, so we need you there. All right, coach, I will try my level best. I will play. So the conflict came there when the coach was playing me as a striker, as a right wing, left back, left wing. So I heard among the guys that the guys are complaining, why is Otto not getting substituted? Why is Otto playing all the games? Everything actually, when I came, was going my way. I was scoring, assists, I was doing everything, you know? So most of the stuff started there.
Umchita u3 ngiview yami because of maybe akalimala nanani eningwenya uhotu like bekora yenzani etc. Wayibona into le kinda like jealousy thing man for me the way bengiyibona ngakhona because nabanye babasebangena lapha and abantu bakhona basesekhona la but angeke ngisho udlala umjita naye ungenza kanje yabo but yona vele deep in.
After that there were groups now, so in the groups obviously there will be one person who knows me, who's close to me, who's gonna tell me also what the guys are saying in their group. So it all started there. Yeah, Otto is playing all the games. He's not getting substituted. And I remember I went to the coach. I told the coach, no coach, I'm not playing this game. It's fine. Because the coach knew, and he heard also, he knew about what's happening around us. So I told him, no, if it's 60-something minutes we are leading, please just take me out so that the guys can feel okay, because now you're not taking me out, they are feeling that no, I'm here maybe to steal the show, but I didn't come here to say I'm bigger than you, bigger. I just came here to work and that's it. So it was that moment where they felt they're getting left behind because this player just came. Now everyone is just talking about him. Now they are not, people are not talking about them and that. So that's where a lot of things came. That's where the conflict actually came in.
It was a difficult and delicate and sensitive situation. For me, I would say, I think the reason why it ended up being the way that it did, it's because of external voices, not voices of the club, external. So people outside the club, and I think that's what made it worse. But to be honest, for me, both of them could have handled it in a different way, and it could have been avoided to be the way that it ended up being, the situation being. So I think if both of them maybe sat down and actually talked to each other, maybe it was going to be resolved. Because one could have said, hey, I see him, and the way that you look at me or what you're doing, what's wrong? The other one would be like, no, listen, I heard this and this. Is this true? So that could have been avoided earlier, and it would have been blown out of proportion the way that they did it, because they made it blow up the way that it did. So it could have been avoided early and quietly and just sit down as teammates, as men.
They don't get it. No, being able to solve it. Issue the way we are going straight, because Uyakhumbula bisihleli bisuchange.
Yeah.
And wena ungala mina ngala uloji bakaphakathi kwethu. Umjithathu ubuliso umji u3 uloji ahala. So lo ambuza ukuthi mfethu wa ngenzeni. So ingonyana bengafuni ukuhlala nayo nomjita ukuthi bakhulume because lena befuna ukusolve izinto. Kuthi mfethu asihlale phansi senze nje. Ngisakhumbula mina umjita no angifuni ukuzwa lutho ngawe. You understand? So akunakuthi lento bezosolveka. Ubanilathi bazohlala bawu2 and then sebabagura manje.
We never solved the issue. The issue still continued up until I went to the national team, and when I came back, he left. So yeah.
With the brotherhood that we have built, a lot of ugly scenes are bound to happen. In a family whereby love goes, obviously it's not only going to be happy moments all the time. There's a time whereby we need to fight so that we fix some of the things, because a lot of emotions are involved and stuff like that. So at some point we need to fight.
It happens. We are football players, we have emotions, and sometimes they get out of control. But the most important thing is to leave it there and then try to get an understanding afterwards. So for us, we've always said, we are the core of the team and we are the circle, we protect the circle.
And in football is not an individual sport. We need one another each and every time. Yeah. That's why when we're having arguments, we sit down and we talk as a team. Because if one is doing this and one is doing that, nothing's gonna come right. Yeah. And especially more Kotlapung, we're more of like a brotherhood and Ratlokana, you know. I need you as much as you need me.
From my perspective and what I see, we are very united, you know. I'll even make an example. There was
T.
Yeah.
T. From England.
From England. Yeah. He came in here and he said something where I was not aware of, but when he said it, I was like, where's Ukulumikunis? He said where he was, he felt like, before coming here, he said he felt like they didn't welcome him because he felt as if at that team, they felt as if, the players felt as if he's going to take their positions and all of that. And he said, what's different here is that you can feel that it's a big club. You can feel that there's good players, top players, because he said everyone welcomed me perfectly. Like even the guys that are playing in my position, they welcome me so nicely. And you can see that no one feels intimidated that you're gonna take their position because they know how good they are. And I didn't realize that, but when I was sitting back thinking, I'm like, he's got a point there, you know? If there is jealousy, it's probably one or two, and it's how he's feeling at that time. And as time goes on, it's gonna go away. I don't think there's jealousy like hovering around, you know. I don't think it is.
football is a game of emotions. In this beautiful game, brothers will fight, cry, make up, and celebrate together. It's a journey marked by highs and lows, but through it all, one thing remains constant: love. This bond was evident in the unforgettable 2-4 win against AmaZulu. It's a reminder that in football, it's the love for the game and for each other that turns moments of conflict into memories.
Mohlake, native who was worn the black and white of Orlando Pirates before moving to Kaizer Chiefs, where of course goes to the back post instead. Oh my goodness! It's Mahaona! It's Mahaona that pounces as they fail to deal with the second ball. It falls for Mahaona. Beautifully delivered by.
For now, I would say it was not something maybe personal against maybe AmaZulu or something. The reason neki ya ko wena ne ke batla go haka fela ko bolele gore no ke na le wena and then ntwe ngwe le ngwe tlo ba sharp. That's the only reason ne ke mathela ko wena. And even if na ba zama untshwara or something, but I said no, ke batla ka sipo ke mtshela gore no, everything itlo ba sharp. Ne ke batla go fedisa like haknyana e ya buto motho ona gore no mfetho ke teng, even if I won't give you maybe lots of pie, but support, I'm there. Ke dula ke ntse ke le teng.
In 2 matches for Orlando Pirates, they are rampant in attack now.
Because I have my own way of celebrating. Because the team is there and I'm here. Maybe I'll run around the box. Hey man, hey I go na di man. Hey man, I got di man utla bombas. Demon, or maybe he's coming to a half water started fast, but I'm going Demon cross a center stupid man. So I was surprised.
Baba Mbaraka actor. Oh, Cindy Bamaka, like Chora Gidi hamstring. Hamstring of your Zaka long matter, like it also hard. Like, yeah, looking Kinto, I don't know what's about you like it local, which you mean.
I'm a Leona.
Yeah, I get lucky, the Pella chase. It's a I get some tracking, it's a strand. But look, you're strand, look to my water. So, get what's our looking your sound to my water. So, I'm fun. I
go chase after I go eating.
Aye, give it eat.
Go do that.
I want to geek him, so we talk of it. Go, I kill a gorilla shop.
As the club presses forward to achieve silverware this season, the path is fraught with challenges and unexpected twists. The drive to finish in the top 2 and to lift the Nedbank Cup fuels every decision and every move. With ambition comes adversity. The team has grappled with injuries, key players sidelined at critical moments. This is a journey of a club determined to triumph against all odds. The path to glory is never easy, but it's the pursuit of excellence that defines them.
You know, we've had a lot of injuries over time. I think from pre-season from Spain and leading up to the first game, and we had to kind of dig deep. What do you think a player goes through in terms of difficulties in managing and rehabilitating injuries? If you were to put yourself in them and what you see, what do you think happens?
Before I worked here for the team, I was working in different hospitals. I used to play football. There was a time I had a groin injury and I was out for a long time, 2 months to 3 months. I, for one, it was very stressful, but I could go to work and do the physio work in the hospital, but I couldn't play football, which was stressful. And then I thought to myself, for a professional athlete, how do they cope with this stress? If I do not do this for a living.
My last game was the derby against Chiefs. That was my last game, and I didn't get hurt there. It happened a couple of days after, where ngalimali chimin, and lapo pegui itol. So I got hurt. They said it was a bone contusion. So I was supposed to be out for a couple of days, weeks, a week maybe, I think the most. But it kept on giving me problems. So I think the medical team decided, okay, no, it's fine. We're gonna not rush you back. We're gonna do the whole process and everything. So did my rehab. I think it was this late December. Started to run, started to go back. Snow tabis munyanu, because we came back at the same time. We started to do training on the side, trying to get back our fitness and everything. And then we had the December break. Went home, everything was fine. Did the training, the mini off season there at home. Trained there, and my knee was okay. Came back. First training, we sent them a test. We were doing a test. And then it was the second training, I still remember, it was the 18th of Jan. That's when we were playing small-sided, nakona footing lemali chimney. We were playing small-sided, and then it was like the last kick of training session. And till today, I'm a bit angry at myself because I'm a person that likes to win. And at that moment, we were winning 3-1. It was the last kick of the training session. There was absolutely no need for me to jump into that tackle and actually block that shot. But because of the type of person that I am, I did that, felt it straight away. So the ball hit me, hit the tip of my foot. It twisted outwards, and same time I felt that something's wrong. Screamed like crazy, and I sort of knew that it wasn't normal. It wasn't the normal one, you know, in a way, because of the pain that I felt instantly. Went to go and see CKK, started to make arrangements for scan and everything. And I think the first scan, it said bone contusion as well. Then KK is like, okay, no, we need to go for a second opinion. I went to go and do an MRI. Then I went to a specialist, and he came back to me. He's like, you have to do surgery. My injury, it still hurts me because I wasn't honest about it. And I think that what gets to me the most is because I wasn't honest with the medical team, you know? Because I wanted to go back and play, and so the pain that I was feeling, I wasn't honest with OKK.
Sorry.
Great.
What's your name first?
I'm not well. Great.
Great.
I'm not.
What's it?
He took some.
And I remember talking to KK, and I was like, KK, I blame myself for everything that's happening to me right now because I was not honest. And it eats me till this day. And maybe if I was honest, maybe I would have done it earlier. So yeah, till today, I always beat myself up about it. And yeah, probably I'll be back playing by now if I'd done it earlier on.
Yeah, let me take you back to the injury I got. This was an injury I got against Chippa United. It was the semi-final of the Nedbank Cup. It happened in the 15th minute of the match. I tried to clear the ball with my head, and the Chippa United player tried to do a bicycle kick, and he actually kicked me in my face, under my eye. When this injury happened, I actually thought my eye was out because I couldn't see with my eye, so I thought my eye was out. But when the doctors came in, I thought I was like screaming asking them, is my eye out? Because I can't see. The doctor said, no, your eye is dead. Just swollen up. Ask him, Doc, are you sure? Because I can't see. No, your eye is there. I said, okay, fine. But I'm like, no, man, I wanna go back and play. And I said, no, let me try to close the eye that I got injured. I tried to close it so I could see now. But with my one eye, I can't see everything. That was the thing. When I went back in, there was one long ball that came. That's why I said, no, I can't see. I just went down, lie down there, crying. Doctors came, took me out. They took me to the hospital. So I went for a scan. That's where I actually found out that my nose broke. The right side here on top broke. So I had to go for a surgery. It was a tough moment for me because I was asking myself, I'm having a final that's coming also. Does it mean I'm not gonna be bad and play a role also to win this cup? But fortunately, the doctor said no. He's gonna make sure that I'll be back soon. This was my first injury since coming to South Africa, because this injury took me out for 2 games.
Signing for Orlando Pirates, not knowing that you will play that soon, and I was preparing my mind is that, okay, maybe I will play maybe next season or something, but things moved very fast for me to get myself playing Soweto Derby, scoring goals, assisting and stuff. And it was in a small space of time. At that moment, 7 games in a row. Obviously, you just got in a team 5 months and already you have a history of winning 7 games in a row. So it's a very, very good start for me. The team is qualifying for last 4 of the Nedbank and hoping that, maybe I will play my first Nedbank Cup final with Orlando Pirates, and then boom, suddenly it's the injury.
But it's a tough challenge on the legs of Thabiso Lebitso, the former...
12 minutes of the game. It was a corner, we had a corner, so normally when we have a corner, I'm the last man, so I'm the one who's protecting the defense. So I'm there alone, way too far from the ball even. So they cleared the ball, I prepped the ball, so I passed the keeper. So when I can see the ball is rolling towards the keeper way far. So now, okay, I passed the ball, then boom, someone hit me from behind.
Cabela Maflasela getting an explanation from Christopher Kisturi, who was absolutely...
So I felt the sound. So I thought maybe it's the shoulder, but I heard the sound. I can feel maybe something broke, but I'm not sure what is it. So I'm trying to balance with my hand. I can feel something is not okay. So I told Koki, hey bro, it seems like I broke something here. So the doctor came, they checked, and then I went out. It was my first time. The stretcher. Ever since I played professional, that was my first time to experience that, to be on a stretcher, like to take you out of the field. The minute I went inside the medical room, I'm asking myself, Ash, what will be the answer? I'm hoping that, Ash, God, please let it be maybe something small, dislocated shoulder, then I can come back. Even if I don't play this game, it's fine. But so that I can come back and play the game again. We went to the hospital, but the process was a bit long. So the doctors took time to come and check me and stuff. So I was there watching the game on the phone. I took close to like an hour waiting for the doctors to check. Just imagine, I only knew that I broke the clavicle maybe an hour, 15 minutes after. When I checked the x-ray, that thing is bad, like 3 pieces out. Like what? 3. So now obviously it's like, you need to go for operation. I've never been in a hospital. I've never slept in a hospital. I don't know nothing. It was a bit emotional, I don't know the line. Obviously, it's one of the career-threatening because you don't know. Because you go into the operation, you don't know how long it will take. Is it gonna affect you later after maybe it healed? Because you don't know either you run the same, you perform the same, and now the people's hopes are high. Because you came here, you did well, so people wanna see you again if you'll be able to do what you've been doing before you got injured.
Players, they do go through the most, there's social media on performance. Even when they are not injured, it can only be worse when they are. Some other players feel like they are not part of the team, and rehabilitation in a way does that, where it isolates you as a person. We're in a team environment, and sometimes you can hide away within the team, especially if you have weaknesses or you have difficulties, you can hide. But when you're injured, you're just by yourself and you're real with yourself.
With that, again, it was emotional on my side because I took time to even tell my wife, tell my dad. So I never even went to WhatsApp. So everyone was worried because I didn't know what to say. People were worried, my family was worried. It's like, you have to answer a lot of people. And you playing for Orlando Pirates, it's a big institute. So everyone is sending you messages because they saw what happened. So you can't answer everyone because you worried about yourself as well. It was an emotional one.
I think the most. I think Nomnganam is gonna testify into this. I think the biggest moment is when I don't know how to put it, but it's like, yes, you're injured, but there's a period where everyone goes back to their normal lives. Now you're left alone. I think that's the hardest. That's because when I was injured, I was with family. I was with my son. I was with my girlfriend. I was with my brother. My parents were calling each and every day. When they left, and you're there alone, I think that's when reality hits in. That's when the stress comes in. That's where you find yourself Boogie TV, you TV, but you're watching, and it's like you're going crazy. It's like you're losing yourself. It was the first time experiencing that. I've never told him this, but I'm thankful for him. Besides family, because family was always there. I don't think I would have survived if he wasn't here, because even when I remember he called me the day before, and he was the first person to come and visit me after surgery. For him to go out of his way the way that he did, something that I'll always be grateful for and I would never forget. He made the whole process easier. And I know that I've never told him this, but I'm truly grateful for him. He really has been a person that I needed the most when I did.
Yeah, after my operation, I went home, stayed home for a week. But now, the doctor said, if I have to go play, I need to have a facial mask. Where are we gonna get a facial mask now, this time? Because now the final is coming also. So they took me to a doctor, Dr. Yandre. They said, they can do a mask for me, but this mask will be a mask that they will need me to be there because they had to make the mask according to my face. And it's gonna take like 4 or 5 days to prepare the mask. And now we are entering the week, almost now the week of the final of the Nedbank Cup final. So Mr. Willems pushed and spoke to the guy. He said, we need this mask as soon as possible because we need him for a game that is coming up. when I got the mask first, it was a bit too high. So I had to take the mask back to the guy again to go cut it and make it smaller also. So the mask for me, it was a problem because now I still need to train with the mask to get my vision. The day when I played my first game, I played with the mask was the Super Sport game.
Well, it's good work there from Pirates now. They can hit on the break. Hotto is on his bike here. He could be in on goal here. Pirates now.
I wasn't comfortable actually with it because I didn't have enough time to train also in it. That was the thing. So for me, it was like just something new for me. But after the Super Sport game, at least I had now a whole full week to prepare myself well, playing with the mask also, you know.
So good to see you.
These things are tiring. For me, next season, come back strong. In the beginning, I didn't think so. I think it's because of thinking too much, overthinking. But each and every day, I'm getting better. My mindset is improving. So I'm confidently saying I'll be a better version of myself.
The healing process is coming, it's going well. I believe the team is doing their best for me to come back and be the player that I was 5 months ago. So I'm pushing myself as well, so I'm feeling much better. And the support from the technical team, the players and my family, my wife, everyone, the institute as a whole, from the top management to the groundsman. The groundsman knows about it, just imagine. One of the days I was training there and they were happy when they saw me running there, joking. It's like, Tepso is coming back. So it feels great when players come to me and said, no, don't worry. I've been out for like a season and a half. So I went for a knee injury and stuff. So it's like, even the doctor told me, the one that was doing the operation. So he normally watches Orlando Pirates, he's a fan. So I was like, don't worry, you play a lot of finals. You play a lot of finals. You're playing for a big team. So I'll be back. I just need to transfer the energy, the one that I was supposed to use on the field of play. I need to transfer it to the process of healing because I wished I wanted to play the final. I played for a previous club. I went to the final and experienced the loss. So obviously I want to feel how it feels to lift a cup. I've never lifted a cup.
The Nedbank Cup final, I think we will defend it. We will defend it because the team that we have here is unbelievable. On our best day, we're unplayable. So 100% convinced that we will defend it. 100%, no doubt about it. On our best day, we're unbelievable.